My name is Jocelyn, and welcome to the Success Template, the channel where we will be sharing useful tips and information to get you started on your success journey. We'll also be sitting down with people who have been going against the grain on their own successful journey. If this interests you, then do subscribe to our channel for more weekly videos. Going on this journey by myself. I am joined by Nadine and Yonela on this journey of the Success Template. Ladies, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
You good?
Yes.
Okay. So I would actually describe our start as one of those things where they say that first you don't succeed, try again.
Definitely.
Because of the first initial video that we put out, and then
The technical issues that we had.
YouTube, the spanner in the works for us.
Definitely.
But yeah, so we're here and we with the Success Template, our second act, as you can say.
Yes.
You know,
Second act.
second time's the charm.
Second time's the charm.
Exactly. We're gonna make it work. So when it comes to the Success Template, let's tell the people about our vision for the Success Template.
Okay, so basically, the vision for this channel is to inspire people to go after their dreams and to follow their desires in life. We'll be getting individuals who's been going for their success and come onto our platform and tell their story of how they actually did what they did. Because sometimes it's easier to look something from the outside and see, oh, that was actually easy, but you never know the full story behind what it took that person to get where they are. So that's our vision for the Success Template.
Okay. Want to add to that, Janela?
No, she said it perfectly.
Perfectly.
Very, very happy with that.
I actually have this vision in my head of this iceberg that they usually show, and then the mass of the iceberg is at the bottom, and then you only see the top. That's what they usually use when they compare successful people. Like, you only see here, you don't see the work that went into
exactly the struggle that went into.
Oh, the struggles! Oh my word!
Don't we know the struggles though? Don't we know the struggles?
Girl, yeah, we know the struggles.
So this basically this channel, this platform is to help people make it easier for their journey, seeing as there are people out there who've been through that, and maybe that one person could tell you that one thing that you didn't know that could make this journey a lot more easier for you. And this is why we're here, to share that information with you, to let you know you're not alone.
Yes,
we've all been here, we've all done this. Not all of us, but
and I think we're gonna learn as well as we go.
And we're working our way through it. You can do it. You'll get there eventually. No matter what obstacles might come in your way right now, it's okay. You'll get there. You'll be here. You'll be sitting with Jocelyn. I was just about to say with Jocelyn, and we will be interviewing you in order to help some other girl out there or boy trying to reach their dreams and their goals. Yeah. So that is basically the vision for this, to help other young entrepreneurs out there find their feet, inspire them to continue and not to give up.
Yeah. And I think when you start this journey, you actually figure out how much resources are available that people don't know about. Especially in our communities. There's like a lot of resources that are out there. Like on my journey, I'm like, oh, I didn't know about this. And that's what we're going to share. That's exactly what we're going to share.
Exactly. Is to give you information that you didn't have access to.
Yes.
We're here for that too.
Yes.
Give you that bone and just throw it, do what you will with it. We're throwing it out there. This is why this Success Template is here.
Okay, so going on this journey with the Success Template, we know that success is defined in so many different ways. How would you define success? Not all at once.
Calm down, Inspired. For me, this right now, us taking the very first step towards helping other people, working on our own selves is successful. Because I think that's the hardest part. We were talking about this afternoon, is that the hardest part is starting something, is getting it started. It's taking that first step. So the moment you take that first step, know that you've already succeeded. You've done something that other people couldn't do. You've done something that someone out there is still sitting down and
being weighed down by that critic within you that doesn't allow you to do anything. You're successful when you shut that up and like, whoa, I'm in charge and I'm gonna take the first step. For me, us doing this and other people out there taking the first step towards their future, that is success. You've succeeded in something that defeats me.
Oh, I so agree with that. I so agree with it. But okay, I'm gonna give you a chance.
Okay, how do I top that? Okay, for me, I would say that we so often look at the end goal of what you actually want to accomplish. Then you get lost in that vision of where you see yourself going. That you often forget about, like Jonella said, the steps that you take to get there. And I feel like success is in the journey that you walk, the growth, how much you grow and evolve by doing what you do. I feel like then you actually have succeeded already. Whatever comes afterwards is just like a cherry on the cake,
Oh,
basically. So yeah,
definitely.
that's how I would say I define success.
I second everything that you guys said. Everything. But for myself, not but, because you just say when you say but, it takes away the things that were said before. No. As well as for me, as I have found on this stage of my life, I actually define success as freedom. You know, when you have that freedom to do whatever you want to do. You know, yes, starting it is very important, but now in this journey that I am now, like for me to have freedom, when you get to a point where you have freedom, financial freedom, like your hours are your own, you know, those type of things that you can now apply yourself to your own path, your own dreams, to your own, journey to success. Whatever way you define it, I define it as freedom. So yeah, for me it's freedom on top of everything that you guys said. Because I know how hard it is to actually get started, and that for me has always been like my Achilles heel, they would say, actually, because you have so many ideas and you sit with it and it's like all up in here and you're like,
and then you start thinking about it not working out.
Oh
my God. What if no one? What if it does? What if it flops? And I spend so much, and I quit my job on top of that, and then it doesn't work. Everyone is gonna laugh at me.
Yeah.
Which is why I say for me, it's that taking that step. It's that knowing that it might not work out, but I am gonna do it. I am gonna try. Because it is all in trying. You can never be yourself or fully grow as a person if you do not try. Because if you don't try, then you don't grow because you stay in the same place. So that is success.
That comfort zone. That comfort
Get
zone.
out of it.
The danger zone. It's more like a danger zone.
Comfort zone is the danger zone. What we must do is get out.
Get out.
As we know, this journey to success is so difficult sometimes. But they always say you need to stay disciplined and consistent. So now how do you, in your personal things that you're busy with, how do you stay disciplined and consistent?
Okay. I would say that I stay disciplined and consistent because at first, when I started my life journey, I basically free flowed. Got a job, just went to work. Was material based, I would say, like to be successful materialistically. Until I made a massive shift in my life and I started to be more spiritual. And that's when I realized what my life purpose is. And when I found my life purpose, I realized that there's more to life than just getting material success. And on those days when I feel like, no, let me just give this up and the spiritual warfare and so on take over, then I remind myself of my why and I start again and I pull myself back to myself, like people would say.
Pull yourself towards yourself.
And I keep going. So I would say my discipline and consistency comes from constantly reminding myself of my life purpose, that I'm doing this to create a legacy for myself and as well as for my family.
Oh, that's nice. Like you said, that strong why, having that strong why, because when you don't want to get out of bed, that why is going to... I think there was this meme, because I'm a meme queen, like I love reading these memes, and it was something like that. Your passion should be waking you up in the morning, not your alarm clock.
Yes.
Like, yes!
Definitely.
Yes! And when you're gonna know?
I think we're more or less in the same lane about that, similarities. When times get tough, I cry a lot. I pray because I come from a house of prayer. I think my mom has always said, I think the best thing I've ever given you, the best weapon I've ever given you is prayer. Is knowing to get down on your knees when times get tough and lean on Him. You know, so for me, prayer. And then I was watching Blackish, you know, and Rainbow was speaking to her son's girlfriend, and she was very demotivated in that episode. And I remember she was like, she wrote letter to herself to help motivate her future self, writing down that why, that purpose, why you're doing this, motivate, so that when it gets dark out there, you just look back and you're like, okay, this is my little light, you know, shine this little light again, you know, erase all that is in our way, you know, because it's all about pushing. Exactly, you know, you push through it with that why. It's the wind under your wings. Yes, it's the wind under your wings. So yes, praying, crying, and a letter.
But you say crying, but sometimes crying is good. You know, sometimes you just it just detoxes the soul.
Yes,
you know,
definitely.
and
And I'm a crier, you know. You wouldn't know, but I'm a crier. I cry.
Oh, really? We don't know. No, but I feel like, I mean, everybody should have a good cry at some point.
You know, especially when it gets hard, just let the frustration go. You know,
allow yourself to
let
feel
it
those
out,
feelings.
you know, feel those feelings, and know that it's okay for you to feel that. It doesn't make you less of anything that you're feeling that way.
Speak to yourself
Exactly.
like you would to a friend.
To a friend, exactly, and love yourself. Even in that moment where you're crying, love that you're crying. Yes, I'm human and I'm crying. Yay,
And comfort
me.
yourself.
I'm crying.
Give yourself a hug.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
and I think that's so important, like, because we always, like the thing that you just said about treat yourself like you would a friend.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think we forget to be nice to ourselves because our inner voice is always so judgmental. Like, really, are you really gonna do that? Like, you know, all of those things.
That voice.
You know, and like, no, voice. Hush, we're doing
today.
this. Like, today I'm crying, okay? I'm having a down moment today, but it's fine. You know, one thing I actually worked with a personal coach at some point, but I'm not all that, but it's just I worked with a personal coach. And one thing that she said that struck me, which I didn't really take into account because I do it, but I didn't do it for the sake of that, because I usually try to build up a routine, because like even I make a checklist. And then even like waking up, when I'm gonna eat even is on there. So I would usually like work out because I feel like working out in the morning would usually get me started.
Yeah, it makes you feel so productive.
Yes,
during
and
the day,
like
you know,
that
it gives you that energy, everything, you know,
Yes,
definitely.
so working out in the morning, that gets me started. And it just sets me up for my day. And then I would, you know, eat, but I put it all on my checklist. So I can have the satisfaction of that small win.
Yeah.
You know, when you tick off eat.
I know that.
You know, because sometimes, you know, eating is just like whatever, but
You get
I
so
need
busy, you
to
forget to do it.
exactly. I need to put it on there. I tick it off and I feel happy. Like, oh, I just did my workout. I ate, and I'm gonna go do the rest of my day. But the thing that she said is, when you build a routine, you're actually building confidence in yourself,
Yes.
because you're doing it every day. Now you're building that confidence in yourself that says, when this girl says she's gonna do something, she does it. And that now pours over into the rest of your everyday life.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
So now if I'm now gonna take on this project and I've built up this routine and I've stuck to this routine, my body and my brain now knows that this girl, when she says she's gonna do something, if she says she's gonna wake up at 6 o'clock every morning, she's waking up at 6 o'clock every morning. So now if she says that she's gonna start this business, she's gonna start this thing, she's gonna do it because she's the type of girl who does what she says she's gonna do. And that's how you build that confidence within yourself, that what I say I am gonna do, I do. I was like, oh, that's so clever. I never really thought of it like that, but it's so, like, that is stuck in my head. And I just feel like that's so amazing, you know?
Yeah.
So do you guys have routines that you do?
Yes, I do have a daily to-do list where I also, that's why I say I know that feeling of celebrating your small wins.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter what I have to do, it's going on the to-do list. And I'm going to tick it off at night, like, yes, I did this. So I can feel like I accomplished something that day.
Yes.
So yes, I do have a daily routine.
That tick is so nice. And do you have a routine?
Do I have a routine? No.
No.
I feel like for me, I have a to-do list with things that I need to do that are not necessarily personal with me. So I won't have like we're going gym today. It's just something that I naturally do because I've been someone who was in sport for a little while when I was in high school. So working out is just it's kind of yes. So I don't necessarily have like a checklist that I go through, but I mentally yes I have a list. I have a way that my body is used to just waking up in the morning and doing certain things because I've just gotten used to that. I guess maybe you could say I have a routine.
It's a habit now.
It's a habit more than anything. Yes, but naturally a checklist. No, not really. I'm a do today one step at a time. Yeah, I'm gonna do today one step. I'm gonna get it done, but one step at a time. You know?
But I actually like what you said because one of the things that I don't have on my checklist, like I said, I have eat on there, like making my bed in the morning. Some people don't make their bed in the morning, so that would be on their list. But I get up and I make my bed. I'm like, why do people not make their? How do you get out of bed and not make your bed? Like how? But we're not here to judge. We're here to motivate and inspire. So put it on your checklist. If you don't have it on your checklist, put it on your checklist. And then it's a nice thing to just see in the beginning of your day already. Like I made my bed.
It's also a way of reprogramming your mind to be able to do certain things.
Yes.
Because if you can go back and say, well, I did this, then the next thing you'll know that, okay, I can do that as well.
Yes.
So that's why I love my to-do list.
Maybe I should get into to-do list.
Yes, it's so helpful. It's so helpful. Again, especially when the tick goes off, it's like, yes.
You also have to like celebrate your small wins.
Yes.
Like, and that is important.
Definitely, like I said, it is on there.
Celebrate yourself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, ladies, so as we know, this journey to success can be very difficult. But what is the best advice that you have ever gotten? And in the same token, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs just starting out their journey?
Okay, so the best advice that I got is the advice that I got in 2020 when I started my business journey. My aunt was also my mentor, Tiana Peterson. She gave me the best advice that I could ever ask for, actually. The quote that she sent me is, the thing women have yet to learn is nobody gives you power, you just take it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And the other one was, play the long game. So whenever things get difficult for me, I would go back to that advice that you don't have to sit in a corner and wait for someone to come and rescue you.
Yeah.
Success isn't something that someone will give to you. You have to go out there and actually make it happen. Nobody's coming and say, oh, okay, you have a dream. Now it's fine, I'll hand it to you. So you basically have to work for it. You have to stay consistent. You have to be disciplined. And you have to play the long game.
Yeah,
Have your vision in mind, but know that it's going to be a journey to get there. So that's the advice I would give you.
It's not about that. But wait, I actually had a mantra or motto that someone said. Something, okay, now I don't even remember it, but it's fine. I'll remember it at some point and I'll share it again. So what is yours, Janela?
1800. She shared this with me today. She said, there are two choices when you are going down a certain journey, whichever journey it is that you're going through, spiritually, business-wise, relationships, whatever it is. You can either choose to continue or to quit. Both choices have difficulties within them. You get to choose what devil you're going to fight. The one of shame or the one that has a reward at the end. Now, remember, if you quit, it's going to be all on you. Yeah, no, there's nothing there. It's you and your self-hate, and just have come. So, when I quit gym, gym for when it was 2020, because someone had COVID at the gym. And I was like, it's okay. I could have gotten sick, but I could have looked great while being sick. Now I could get sick, but I'm not gonna look great. But so
that was your thoughts afterwards.
Definitely. I hated myself because I was gonna get sick and I was gonna look horrible. But I could have gotten sick and I could have looked great, But then I did again. And then I remembered, when I was going through it again that remember last time what happened? You're gonna quit, and then there's gonna be that regret. But if I continue and I get to look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, yes, girl, you look amazing, don't you?
Yes.
You know, and that is so rewarding because then it makes all of the difficulties that I've been through, everything that I'm going through, so much worth it.
Yes.
So much worth it. So I'm giving you choose. This is where you choose who you want to be, which devil or angel you want to deal with. You know, the one of shame or the one that has a sweet reward.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
It comes down to you versus
it comes down to you versus you. There's no one else there. You are your worst enemy.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. That is like so on.
You
So
are,
on.
exactly. You are your worst enemy. You stand in your own way.
Yeah.
And then you keep saying, oh no, no one wants
To give me this opportunity.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so
no,
talented, but nobody's like you said,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna give anything
no one's
to
gonna
you.
give anything.
Like I know this thing that they say about there's no seat at the table. Go and make your own table. Like
Make your
why?
own table.
Why are you
know?
crying because there's no seat?
Exactly.
They don't want to give you a seat at the table. No, go and make your own table.
One of
If they want to let
himself
you in the door in the room, go make your own room. Even
Mhm.
you know, walk
Oh,
into
you-
a different door.
Look at her. She's like, no, never mind the table.
Yes.
Create a whole room.
A whole room.
A whole room. You know, for me, I again with the personal coach that I had a situation where because I have an MPO. And the MPO is kind of my passion project, my purpose, which I feel like it was a lot of tears, a lot of very questioning yourself, self-doubt, and all of those things, and then having to really push through because that's the one thing where I feel like that is with that I don't have nobody need to push me with that. Like I get up and I can do that because that's what passion
That's
does,
your passion.
you know. And so I had the passion, and then I had business, and I was like in a point where I was having like feeling like I need to choose though because things are going right on the MPO side, but things are not going for the business side. And I remember someone that I actually really admired once told me that, but you're gonna have to choose, right? Because you won't be able to do both. And it was someone I really admired because they were doing so many things, and I was like, okay. Well, if I have to choose, then I would choose the MPO because that's the thing that actually I don't need to force it. And so in choosing that, a lot of opportunities came for the MPO. Like a lot of things happened for the MPO. And obviously in my mind, nothing happened for business. So it was like, you see, because nothing's happening for business. But then in my conversation with this personal coach that I had, she asked me this question, which is like a stupid little question when you think about it. But in the moment, it was like, what? She's like, Justin, but why can't you? Why can't you do both? And like I know, guys, it sounds like so juvenile and so like small, like really, Justin. Like I could have told you like why, but it just shows you where my mind was at the time. And again, because you're looking at someone that you admire, and that person is telling you that that you're not going to be able to do both, you know. And in that moment, I realized, you know, you are the only person that can tell you what you are capable of doing. You're the only one that knows what you are capable of. Someone else from the outside is going to look in, and because they themselves won't be able to do it, they're going to say that you can't do it. No, it's too many things. Oh, you're doing too many things. Yeah. I hate this thing of staying in your lane. No. I'm gonna follow the road, but I'm gonna change lanes as much as possible. So because I think that's so important, and just understanding that you are the only person that knows what your limits are. You are the only person that knows it. So if you say you can do 10 different things, girl, guy, you can do those 10 different things if you can apply yourself and if you can stay consistent and know your why and all those things that we just discussed right now. I think anybody can succeed if you apply yourself and if you stay true to yourself.
It's all about pushing the limit. It's all about pushing yourself way beyond your limit.
Yes.
Because that's when you only start succeeding, and that's when you only start finding yourself. Yes. Because if you're gonna start telling yourself this is enough. You know, you're not really pushing yourself though. You're not really seeing how far you can go. Exactly. If you do that, you just keep throwing little pebbles and hoping to affect what's going on down there in the ocean. It's not going to.
Yes.
In the surface, yes, but down you're not doing anything.
Nothing.
But if you continue, you know, and you continue and you just push, that only then will you be able to say, okay, yeah, I've
Mama,
done
I
it.
made it.
Mama, I made it. I think we all would just want to say that. That's
Oh,
one of the
really?
things like,
Mama,
Mama,
yeah,
I
when
made
you
it.
can say,
Yeah.
Mama, look at me.
And even not just Mama, look at me. Like when you can look in the mirror and say, Jocelyn, we're here. Like, can you believe
You've
we
come
made it
so
here?
far, Jocelyn.
Mm.
You've come so far. You know, and just look at yourself and just reflect on everything that you've been through, and you're like,
And be
this,
proud of
I did
yourself.
this.
Yes.
It was all me. Yes,
Yeah.
I had help, but I did this.
Mm.
You know, had I not started, had I not done anything, had I not pushed my limits, I wouldn't
I
be
fought
here.
that demon and I conquered.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love what you said that you fought that demon and you conquered it.
Conquered.